the far reaches of the cosmos, there existed a planet unlike any other. It was a wild, untamed world, teeming with ferocious beasts and dense, uncharted jungles. This was Valnara Prime, a world known only to the most daring of explorers and the deadliest of hunters. Its terrain was a mixture of towering, ancient trees with canopies that blotted out the sun, and treacherous, rocky canyons where lava flowed like rivers. The skies were often painted with the vivid hues of alien auroras, and the air buzzed with the calls of strange creatures. The story begins with a blazing meteor streaking across the sky, crashing into the heart of Valnara's jungle. From the smoldering crater emerged a fearsome predator, known as Ka-Vark. A seasoned hunter from a notorious Dark Blade clan of elite predators, he had come to Valnara Prime to prove his prowess, seeking the ultimate prey. Armed with advanced weaponry and cloaking technology, he was a nearly invisible specter of death. His mission was clear hunt or be hunted, and the dense jungles of Valnara Prime were the perfect testing ground for his skills. Simultaneously, across the vast expanse of space, Bruce Banner was grappling with a malfunctioning teleportation device in an underground laboratory. The device, a prototype meant for instantaneous travel, had gone haywire. In a desperate attempt to stabilize it, Bruce was caught in the machine's energy field and torn from Earth. With a blinding flash, he was hurled through the void, landing with a thunderous impact in the jungle of Valnara Prime. The stress and confusion of the sudden relocation triggered his transformation into the Hulk, his emerald skin glistening with raw power. The jungle was still, the calm before the storm. Birds took to the sky in flocks, fleeing the twin impacts that had disturbed their sanctuary. The air was thick with tension as two of the most formidable beings in the universe found themselves on a collision course. The Hulk's roars echoed through the jungle, announcing his arrival to anyone or anything listening. Predator, crouched on a high tree branch, analyzed the new creature through his biomask. Its power readings were off the charts, and the raw energy it emitted was like nothing he had encountered before. Intrigued, he tapped a few commands on his wrist gauntlet, recording the Hulk's data for further analysis. This was no ordinary hunt. Predator, sensing a new presence, activated his thermal vision. The dense foliage and the myriad of life forms made it difficult to pinpoint his target, but he soon observed the colossal figure of the Hulk, a being unlike any he had hunted before. Intrigued by the challenge and the potential honor it would bring, Predator engaged his cloaking device and began to stalk his prey. The Hulk, disoriented but driven by a primal instinct to survive, crashed through the jungle, flattening trees and scattering wildlife. His powerful roars echoed through the jungle, a beacon to the hunter. Predator moved with stealth and precision, his movements a silent ballet of deadly intent. He set up observation points and used his advanced scanners to study the Hulk's movements and behavior. Predator's first encounter with the Hulk was a calculated ambush. From a high vantage point, he fired a barrage of plasma bolts. The Hulk, though caught off guard, quickly recovered, his skin absorbing the energy blasts with minimal damage. With a thunderous leap, the Hulk closed the distance, his fists smashing into the ground where Predator had stood moments before. The Predator narrowly evaded the blow with inhuman agility, disappearing into the shadows. Predator analyzed the data from the brief skirmish. The Hulk's regenerative abilities and sheer durability were remarkable. This prey would not be easily taken down. The Predator recalibrated his weapons, adjusting their energy output to maximize damage. The hunt had truly begun. What followed was a tense game of cat and mouse through the treacherous terrain of Valnara Prime. Predator employed his vast array of gadgets and traps, hoping to wear down the Hulk. He set up explosive mines, fired razor-sharp discs, and utilized his camouflage to strike from the shadows. Each encounter tested the limits of both combatants, pushing them to the brink. The Hulk, though lacking the finesse and technology of his opponent, countered with raw power and tenacity. He smashed through Predator's traps, shrugged off his attacks, and used his immense strength to turn the environment into a weapon. Boulders became projectiles, trees became clubs, and the very ground trembled under his might. During one particularly fierce skirmish, Predator led the Hulk into a dense part of the jungle, where he had set up a series of traps. Explosive mines hidden under the foliage detonated, creating a chain reaction that enveloped the area in fire and smoke. Predator, cloaked and positioned high in the trees, watched as the Hulk emerged from the inferno, his skin charred but healing rapidly. The Predator's eyes narrowed. This was no ordinary opponent. The Hulk, fueled by rage and the instinct to survive, began to adapt to Predator's tactics. He learned to anticipate the predator's moves, using his incredible strength and agility to counter the attacks. The jungle became a battlefield, with each clash leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The climax of their battle took place in the heart of Valnara's most dangerous region, the lava canyons. Rivers of molten lava flowed through the jagged landscape, casting an eerie red glow. It was here that Predator decided to make his final stand. The oppressive heat and the treacherous footing made the canyon a perilous arena, but Predator was determined to claim his trophy. The Predator deactivated his cloaking device, standing defiantly before the Hulk. He unleashed his full arsenal in a dazzling display of technology and combat prowess. Plasma bolts scorched the air, and explosive traps turned the ground into a minefield. The Hulk, his rage reaching a fever pitch, charged forward with an earth-shaking roar. The battle was a cataclysmic clash of titans. Predator's plasma bolts scorched the air, but the Hulk barreled through them, his skin sizzling but healing almost instantly. The Predator's wrist blades met the Hulk's fists in a shower of sparks. The ground beneath them cracked and splintered from the force of their blows. Predator used every trick and weapon at his disposal, but the Hulk's sheer power and relentless assault began to wear him down. Predator, realizing he was losing the upper hand, activated a series of high-energy pulses from his gauntlet, designed to disorient and paralyze his target. The Hulk staggered momentarily, giving Predator a brief window to strike. With precision, the Predator slashed at the Hulk's vital points, but the Hulk's regenerative abilities countered the damage almost instantly. In a desperate move, Predator activated his self-destruct sequence, a final attempt to take his prey with him. But the Hulk, sensing the imminent danger, grabbed Predator and hurled him into the lava below. The explosion lit up the canyon, a blinding flash that marked the end of the Predator. The shockwave sent ripples through the molten river, and a momentary silence fell over the battlefield. As the smoke cleared, the Hulk stood alone, his chest heaving with exertion. He gazed at the molten river where Predator had perished, a mixture of triumph and sorrow in his eyes. The jungle around him was silent, the wildlife having fled from the epic confrontation. Exhausted but victorious, the Hulk began his journey through the unknown world of Valnara Prime, searching for a way back to Earth. The jungle, now eerily quiet, seemed to acknowledge the Hulk as its new apex predator. He moved with purpose, driven by a need to understand his new environment and find a way home. Unbeknownst to him, the battle had been witnessed by other predators, who now saw the Hulk as the ultimate prey. From the shadows, they observed, their eyes gleaming with the promise of a greater hunt. The legend of the Hulk on Valnara Prime had only just begun, promising more epic encounters and battles in the days to come. His journey was far from over, and the challenges ahead would test him like never before. The saga of the Hulk and the Predators was destined to become a legend whispered among the stars.